Roxy. Are you on the computer this morning? Making a few calls? I'm watching this show, Recovery Road. I don't know if anyone's seen it. It's a TV series that started in January. And I'm just getting to it now, but it's pretty good. It's about a rehab center. This young girl's in high school and she has to go to rehab. Having a bit of toast. Segue. Bit of toast and Marmite and coffee. Very windy today and very cold. Ashley's gone to work. She has a meeting. Well, not to work. She's got a meeting at work. She'll be back around 11:30. Pete's just gotten ready. He's working downstairs, but his knee is really bad still. He's limping like crazy. Louis had us up at 6. So Pete took him out at 6. I took him out at 8. He's a very restless little thing. So I'm going to eat my toast, drink my coffee and take a shower, and then go to the grocery store for the things that I've forgotten today. Good morning. It cleared up last night. We had a little bit of rain and then nothing. This morning was dead sunny when I woke up. But now it's looking like this. So, we've got blue skies again now with a few grey clouds. Still chilly there. Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well. I just came to sit back up here. I was downstairs editing my vlog, and while I was waiting for things to upload, I was watching the Saucony Jolies, and my heart just breaks for them. I don't know if you guys watch them or not. I know a lot of people do. They have over 1 million subscribers, but they, if you don't and you're looking for new vloggers, they are a good family. They've been vlogging now for about 5 years. I started watching them when they were in, I was going to say Italy. I did see them in Italy when they got married, but I started watching them when they lived in Cork in Ireland, and they've recently moved to England. Well, I say recently, it's over a year now, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but they have a beautiful home. They have 2 children, a little boy and a little girl, Amelia and Eduardo, and Anna recently found out she was pregnant with baby number 3, and unfortunately lost baby number 3, and those are the vlogs I've just been watching. So I've had a good cry, as I do. I cry at anything, but that was really heartbreaking. And just the way Jonathan edits the videos and puts them together is, with the music he picks, it's just so perfect. If you need the link, let me know if you can't find them, but I think you will. Yeah, so that's it. Ash is laying down. She's exhausted. Pete, we were going to go out and get a few things from the store, but I figured the things that we really needed from the store is so they can wait till later on in the week when I go do a bigger shop. But Pete's crashed on the couch. He's been editing all morning, and we went down, had sandwiches for lunch, and he he's not doing good with his knee. I've just made him promise me that if it doesn't start to feel better in a couple of days, that he needs to go have it looked at. It is not the knee that he had replaced. It's the other knee that he was supposed to have surgery on last year, as you all know, and then the doctor's office, he was all set to go and called in May to make his appointment because he was going to do it over the summer, last summer, and they said, oh, we'll set it up. Then he gets a letter in the mail saying, we don't carry your insurance anymore, so sorry, we can't do the surgery. So of course then we go back into busy season when he can't do it, and now here we are almost a year later, because he was going to have it done the end of June, beginning of, no, he was going to have it done around July 4th weekend, and so it's been almost a year now, shy a couple of months, and it's just gotten increasingly worse. And Friday he said he did something when he stood up at the studio. Something went and it hasn't felt right since. And of course yesterday he went out and worked, and then he was under the car doing the brakes, and then last night he could barely move, and then this morning he was like limping, but because I think he sat at his computer desk for a good 4 hours without really straightening it, it's not good. So plus he worked every day last week and every night. Like he went at 5 when he left his one job, he went on to the next, and he hasn't been getting home till about 11. One day he got home at 10:30, The rest were 11, except the day that we went and did the baseball pictures and the meeting at the school.
When we,
We'll see when we get there.
yeah, parking.
There was some parking in the street, but I don't know
Down below there's a parking garage.
Where's the emergency room?
Around back.
I'll have to see when we get there. Guys, it's 10 o'clock. I'll fill you in later. I'm going to go eat now. We just got back from the hospital with Pete, but he can't work for a couple of days. He has to stay home. But anyway, I'll fill you in a bit. I just need to go eat because we were there 3 hours, which isn't bad. I'm not complaining. And the service was good, so. But I'm hungry. He's hungry. And I need to make sure now that he sits down and keeps his leg immobilized for about 2 days, which is going to be a job in itself. I hope you're doing well. It's 11:05. So what happened was Pete came home from work Friday night. I think I mentioned this in yesterday's vlog, that he was complaining that his knee was hurting him more than normal. He said he stood up at work and he just felt nothing clicked or caught or whatever, but just felt really weird. And it was causing him some pain on Saturday, and he was limping. Like, I've not seen him limp in a while. Like, he's always limping because he has a knee replacement in his left knee. He's had cartilage. He's had like 4 surgeries in his other knee. He's had the back surgery. So he's always limping because everything is all out of kilter. And the last time he had an MRI done on his back last February, they said that his back was curving now and he has more compression. So Pete will never walk normally again anyway. But today he got up and he said it was in a lot more pain than yesterday. And I said, well, you probably overdid it yesterday. Just take it easy today. Well, he was on his computer for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours editing pictures. And then we had lunch and then he was sitting on the couch. And then after lunch I came up here and I was watching vlogs, doing whatever I was doing, and he was laying on the couch watching TV. Next minute, I know, it was about 5:30, I just see him like, so. So I go to the top of the stairs and he's at the bottom of the stairs. He's like, my knee really hurts, I can barely put my weight on it. And he was just about to take the dogs out. So I went down, took the dogs out, and told him to sit down. And then I came in, I'm like, I get frustrated because I'm like, do you want to go to the medical walk-in and we'll go have it looked at? No, I'll wait till tomorrow. I'll call out sick tomorrow and we'll go tomorrow. I said, but if you're in pain now, and a lot of pain, let's go do something. No, I'll be fine. Because I'd actually called the walk-in and they were closed. They were only open until 2 o'clock. So he said, well, we'll have to wait till tomorrow. And I'm like, no, there's the emergency room at the hospital. We can go there to the ER. No, I don't want to do that. And then he went into the bathroom. And then he came out. He goes, yeah, we better. He goes, I can't put weight on it. So, and Ash drove because I thought, when we get to the emergency room, you can't park your car there. You have to go park it in the parking lot. And he couldn't walk on his own at that point. I mean, he could walk. I was holding onto his arm as he got into the car. But he couldn't put a lot of weight on that leg. And we have a cane, which I used when I had my back surgery, and which was his. But the piece has come off the bottom, so that's no good. It would just slip and slide. And all the crutches and stuff, his family's house is like a medical center between all the broken bones and the back surgeries and knee surgeries through the years. They have a ton of stuff. But I didn't want to call them and get them all worried because there's nothing they can do. So, because if I call and say, come borrow some crutches, it'll just start a whole thing. So we drove him over to the hospital and we pull out. I said to Ash, just pull up by the emergency room. I said, I'll walk Dad in, we'll get him sitting down, and then I'll come with you to park the car, because she's never been to that hospital before. And she's like, fine. But then we get up there, this gentleman comes over. They actually do valet parking, so we figured that's the easiest thing right now. So he took the car for us, and he got us a wheelchair, and I took Pete in. And they took Pete in the back right away and started filling out his medical history. And Nash and I sat down in the waiting room. And about 20 minutes went by and I didn't see Pete come out. And then the guy goes, what's your husband's last name? So I told him. He goes, oh, yeah, you can go. He goes, you got to go down this corridor. He goes, go down all the way down this corridor. And I don't like hospitals, if I mentioned that. All because of my, when I had my back surgery, different hospital, but all because of my memories of that lovely place. Because you go down this corridor, all the way to the end, you're going to make a left. Then you're going to make a right. Then you're going to go past some construction. And you're going to go to room 16. Okay, got it. It was quite a walk. So we go all the way down there, and we get to room 16, and nobody's in there, and the bed's all made, and there's a gown in there. And I said, well, Dad's not here yet. So Ashley goes in the room and sits down. I said, I'm just going to stand in the hallway and see if we see him coming. Well, then I hear this familiar voice. I'm like, actually, I think Dad's in the room next door. But the curtain was pulled in front. And I'm like listening, because obviously you don't want to stick your head in, because if it's not, you don't want to be sticking your head into somebody else's room there while they're answering personal questions. And then he spoke again. I'm like, yeah, here's your dad. So I kind of looked in and I saw Pete, and we went in, and the guy finished up with him, asking him all his questions, putting everything in the computer. So we sat down with Pete, and Pete was already in a hospital gown, because he had to take his jeans off, obviously, to have the knee looked at. What are you biting? You got itch? I get it for you. There you go. The doctor came in. She came in like 10, 15 minutes, so it wasn't that long a wait. She was talking to him, but she started bending his knee and pushing it, and I could just, Pete was getting whiter and whiter and whiter, and then he's like, ah, that's where the pain is, and she goes, just relax the muscle. She's telling him to relax the muscle in the top of his leg while she pushes, because she's trying to figure out where the pain's coming from. Oh my God, if I could have taken that pain away for him right there and then, I would have. He let out this yell, and it just like made me sick. I felt so bad. And his knee, I haven't said, but the top of his knee is like this swollen. It's like really thick. Looks like it's retaining water or something. And I didn't know that until he told me just before we left the house. And then when I saw it, and of course his other knee's got a scar this big on it, because that's the knee replacement. And this one has like all little puncture, little tiny wounds on it. So she goes, okay, I see what it is. I see what it is. She said, but what it sounds like, because he has 3 tears in his cartilage right now, the cartilage that's left, there's not much left in there. She said probably what happened is when you stood up at work the other day, a piece went over the other piece and probably just like got caught, and that's what caused your pain, but now it's causing everything to swell. She's put him on some anti-inflammatories, given him an immobilizer. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but this big foam thing that goes over his knee, and it has like rods in it, so that he can't bend his knee for at least 48 hours. She wants him to wear that, and crutches. And then we left. So we were there, in the end we were there 3 hours, but it wasn't like crazy waiting, if you know what I mean. People were in and out checking on him and whatnot. He's half asleep on the couch now. We got food on the way home, and then we stopped. There's a 24-hour pharmacy. Well, Ash and I walk in, and the pharmacy part is closed. So I go to the guy at the front, and I said, I thought your pharmacy was 24 hours. He goes, oh, that just changed. We're no longer 24 hours. He goes, something happened one night, and they don't want to stay open anymore. I was like, okay. But she reckons in a couple of days the swelling should start to go down, and you know, he should start feeling better. Take 2 days off of work. She said, if you want me to write you a note, but we never had that. He's like, I don't even know how it works now, because he's not been employed by somebody in years. He's been self-employed the whole time we've been married. Crazy. I feel bad, but he's been taken care of now, and hopefully the swelling will go down. What are you doing over there, Louie? It's so cold. Lay on your bed, bud. Ash just took them out for me, and I'll have to take them out another time before we go to bed. Roxy's burying her nose. Hello. Anyway, So I'm shattered. It's 11:25 now. I've spoken your ear off now for 16 minutes and 58 seconds. It's going to be a lot of editing, isn't there? So I hope you've all had a brilliant Sunday. Whatever you guys did today, I hope it was a good one. And we will see you tomorrow. And hopefully I'll have better news on Pete, that he's not in as much pain. Here's hoping. Take care, guys. Good night. I was going to say you could see how dark it is in here, but you really can't. But Roxy's not a fan of the storm. She's sensing it already. Roxy, I'm going to go downstairs because I got to